everybody. Thank you for joining us and welcome to our 2020 Estate Agent PropTech Virtual Masterclass, which is our final masterclass of 2020 in what has been a year of trials and tribulations for all of us. My name is Neil Peterson, founder and editor-in-chief of Real Estate Investor Magazine, the REI digital platform, a content, education, and events company for investors, buyers, landlords, property developers, property practitioners like yourself, agents, brokers, attorneys, and professionals. So I'm really honored to be your host and moderator for this virtual masterclass today. Today's event is officially sponsored by Zoho CRM platform, which we'll all be hearing from very shortly. In fact, they do come bearing gifts, which they will announce a little bit later in this event today. So please ensure that you all stay tuned to get the benefit. So to start, I just want to ask you one question to check if you can see and hear us well. Just answer yes or no or not good, or even a thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat box below. Great. So welcome to you all. So the Real Estate Investor Virtual Masterclass is a series of fully digital virtual events that brings together the South African real estate community to network, learn and grow yourselves and your businesses. And you'll collaborate with your peers, you'll learn skills and strategies to boost your sales, your business, and to plan for the year ahead that is likely to be anything but predictable, as we know with this year. So when you join us for the REI Virtual Masterclass, it's because you want to stay ahead. So everybody that's here, certainly that is your reason. So let's talk a little bit about our topic for today. It's called Estate Agent PropTech Game Changers to boost your property sales. To our audience, we look forward to your interaction and participation in today's virtual masterclass. The agenda is up there. So let's just have a look at the agenda. I'll just be giving a little brief introduction into some of the PropTech aids that are available, and I call them PropTech aids. It is really there to assist you. And I'll be taking you through that a little bit later. We then move on at 10:45 to Andrew Bourne, who's got a 30-minute presentation, how to accelerate your sales and by digitizing your real estate business. And as I say, he's got a wonderful gift. It's a 2,000 Rand voucher, which he's going to announce, which is really a fantastic prize for everybody out there. So our next presenter after that will be Rikus Redlinghuis, and he's going to be talking about digital business cards and virtual showrooms that you can use to work in your business, and really affordable, but most important, what it can do for you. And we'll go into that a little bit later. Then at 12 o'clock, we then have Annette Evans, who's General Manager of Institute of Estate Agents of South Africa, and she's briefly going to be talking about benefits that can empower you as an agent and the benefits of those memberships, which I encourage you all to be. Then, of course, we come back to Andrew, and he's going to focus mainly on digitalization and how to survive the future, how to automate your entire business utilizing Zoho. And then that takes us to our final Q&A session, which will take us through to 1 o'clock. So it's quite a long session, but it's very important. And I think it's something that can really change your business. It could be a game changer for you today. So I just briefly want to give you some background into some of the tech and introduction. So PropTech, FinTech, ConTech, Legal Tech, REI Tech, shared economy are words that many property professionals and practitioners, estate agents like yourselves and brokers sometimes feel threatened by. But for many of the uninformed, the thought of new technology can scare you. But we are here today to dispel the myth. We want you to embrace technology into your business. PropTech is there to help aid estate agents and brokers, and it is there to serve as a tool to create the future and offer a better, faster, and more efficient and dynamic service for you and your clients to make you more successful. And it's definitely not going to replace you as an estate agent, as some people are surmising, or take you out of a job. In fact, we know that if you start embracing the technology, you will become a more successful estate agent. The most important thing is to embrace it and not to ignore it. So agents failing to understand or experiment or just ignoring it and don't try to utilize and maybe just find what is the latest PropTech out there can make you and your business lag behind. You could lose out on more business. And instead of being really at the forefront of your sales, there are definite huge benefits for agents embracing new technology. And today we're going to start unpacking them all today. Now, I just want to go through a current few technologies that you already use. You use cell phones. I mean, the advent of cell phone changed the way we did business. And it's been a game changer for estate agents. Then, of course, we got mobile apps such as Google Earth, social media apps such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. These are all things that you're using already. Property portals such as Property 24, Private Property, they replace newspaper listings. Buyers are doing property searches by themselves before they approach agents. And then we've got the advent of online agents, such as Lead Home, Property Fox, Easy.com. And we've got all these guys breaking into the market with technology, and some of them have lower commissions. We've also got cloud-based agents, such as eXp Realty, that's just been launched in South Africa, a cloud-based brokerage from the United States. And these are all new players coming into the market. So we just got to really understand who these people are and how we can adapt. Virtual property tours. We've seen the likes of VPix 360, Matterport, offering software tools to view properties 360 degrees. People are going online to view the properties first before they come and contact you. So they come to you informed. There's other property management software, Coin Online, WeConnect You, PayProp, TPN, and there's E4 software solutions to manage property, conveyancing, mortgages, data. So there's already a multitude of stuff that could help you already. Property valuation software such as Lightstone, Windy, CMA for confirming valuations for properties. Conveyancing software such as E4 for deed bond transfers, cancellations, etc. And then more customized software solutions like CRM programs like Zoho. So certainly we're going to be hearing about that. So I just want to touch on quickly before I hand over to Andrew on 6 technologies impacting the broader property industry. One is big data. Websites like Property 24, Private Property have disrupted the industry with buying and selling trends in a specific area. And essentially they've replaced print newspaper and magazine ads and listings. And they've proven to be far less effective when it's digital, which is far more measurable. We've got artificial intelligence, machine learning. It makes data from, example, chatbots more actionable. Virtual and augmented reality is a third option, and it will make online search and property buying and rental experience more accessible and exciting. And we've seen the likes of VPix 360, Matterport impact the market. In fact, we'll be looking at some of the VPix technology a little bit later, along with the DigiCards. Even virtual staging can enhance the buying. So then there's the Internet of Things, which refers to smart devices and appliances that are digitally connected to the cloud, constantly sending and receiving. And I know I'm giving you a lot of information overload, but it's just important to be aware of all these different things. Then, of course, the advent of 5G, which will provide faster bandwidth to smart devices like your cell phone and your smartphone, creating truly wireless workplaces. And then, of course, drones. Drones provide easy and budget-friendly aerial photography. So yes, so quick 4 ways to use PropTech to your business advantage before I hand you over to some of the experts now. It keeps you to stay up to date with the latest product innovations, putting your business at the forefront with clients. That's important. We've got to move. We've got to move with the technology. Explore and use the latest PropTech tools that help boost your marketing presence. All your Facebook ads, all your social media is so important, and you've got to understand what other tools can enhance that experience. How can you use client-centered PropTech that enhances human interaction and also increases your social media contacts. So we need to identify a PropTech that can adopt, that improve your sales and business efficiency. So we think we've got two great ones here today. So the PropTech future and the game changers, it's moving to the direction of full online transaction, full introduction of blockchain, and that's going to be a phase probably around about 7 years away. But it starts from property marketing and searching, to location identification, to signing offers with digital signatures, to completing your transactional ability from online bond application, to onboarding documents and FICA documents, to confirming data information, data searches, completing conveyancing, including registration and transfer. And of course, we'd like to see blockchain introduced, title deed transfer and deeds registry, which will be an absolute game changer. We're not about to talk about that today, but today we're going to introduce you to two tech players that you need to know that how it can escalate your business to the next level. So Zoho CRM platform can run your entire business with more than 40, in fact, I think it's more than 40, and you can create and store digitized documents. So we're going to learn, and what are you going to find out today? It's so important. How to get potential clients to respond to your emails, how to build loyalty with people so they can contact you to become sellers, how to get sellers to ask you for an updated valuation, how to make sure sellers, landlords get your feedback, which puts you in a better position to price counsel, the psychology behind strategically worded email templates and using neuralistic linguistic, then using all those kind of things that can help you in your call strips, linguistic programming, the tools to manage a telecanvasser. So if you're phoning a client, what are the tools that you need to use? This is all the things that you're going to learn. A CRM mobile app. Then the second half is going to be learning about digital business cards. And from Maishi, we've got Rikus here who's going to be talking about that. Business cards such as Maishi have already replaced paper business cards. And that allows you to track all your leads and activity, including your social media profiles. So without further ado, I've just given you the intro, but I've given you also a whole load of information overload. So I would first of all like to introduce our first speaker, which is Andrew Bourne. And Andrew is going to take us through technology that could be an absolute game changer in your business. So without further ado, Andrew of Zoho, thank you very much. It's wonderful having you. And I believe, Andrew, you've got a gift. You've got something that you're going to leave everybody with today.
Yes, well, first of all, thank you, Neil, for having me. And yes, Zoho is going to offer all the attendees a 2,000 Rand voucher, and that you can use to purchase any of Zoho's applications. As Neil said, we've got more than 50 business applications, but you can also use it to purchase a package deal of those apps. And I'll show you, I'll go through those package deals and the individual apps later today.
Wonderful.
But yes, it's a 2,000 Rand voucher for everyone.
Wonderful. Thanks, Andrew. It's over to you.
All right. So first of all, my first presentation, I'm going to go into a real live demonstration of a CRM that I've actually built over the last 3 years on Zoho's platform. I've been in real estate for more than 10 years, and I've been active as a agent. But in the last few years, I've been running a team of agents and focusing mainly on the technology to support them. Okay, I see a poll's just popped up, so if you guys can quickly just fill out that poll. All right, so a CRM, how does it really work? So let's quickly just go into it. All right, the big question to ask, and I know Neil's asked this many times, is PropTech designed to help or replace estate agents? Okay, and there's a definite, answer. It is there to help, to assist. You will never move away from the emotional relation that someone has to buying a property, the most, most valuable asset that they will purchase. Also with renting, it's your home, it's the place that you're going to live. There's so many different aspects of purchasing and renting and doing a transaction in real estate. So you'll never get away from needing a face-to-face, someone to speak to, someone to give you advice, someone to guide you. The technology tools are there to support the agents and make it easier for them to interact and to provide a service, and also to just give a really good customer experience going forward. In my next talk, I'll explain the importance of customer experience, but I'm going to jump into the most juicy part of my presentations, which is a real life demonstration of the system. So why did I choose Zoho 3 years ago? There were many local tech offerings. There were many international tech offerings that focused on real estate specifically. I was just struggling because there were certain things that they just didn't do, and I wanted them to do certain things. And so I went and I searched through many different CRM systems out there, and Zoho was the one for me that was highly customizable. It's also been around for more than 24 years, the company. They've got more than 50 million users, and that tells me that the pricing is always going to be competitive because they've got those 50 million users paying them subscriptions. They can always keep upgrading and improving the technology, whereas the smaller companies with smaller client base struggle to generate enough revenue to really keep their features and their technology up to date. And then they're always improving. So over the last 3 years, I've watched them improve. And also I had read up of all the improvements that they had done. And then, again, highly customizable. So it can be customized for an industry, for a country, and that's why I went ahead with choosing it. They also create powerful tools. They keep improving and building new tools. And then, again, super affordable. Definitely one of the most affordable, world-class tech solutions. And this is what they have built. They've built a connected ecosystem of applications. So on the top left here, under the sales and marketing section, you'll see these two hands shaking hands. That is your CRM app. And you'll see how all the other apps plug in to CRM. They all link and integrate so that you can have perfect flow between them. You can have, here's your social media management, which is rated with one of the best social media managements in the world, and that can link straight into your CRM. So lots of things, survey. I'm not going to go through all of them now. I'll go through all of them in detail in the next presentation. But one thing I want to get across is you want to try and stay away from this integration spaghetti on the left. You want to have as much of a connected ecosystem as you can. And the connected ecosystem is just easy integrations where it's one click and it integrates. Whereas the integration spaghetti is a whole bunch of custom integrations where you have to get coders, developers to go and build middleware, and they have to constantly update it, when a new iOS comes out, and you eventually spend a lot more money when you have all these custom integrations built. You'll never get away from it. There will be certain custom integrations. Like one example is, the integration between Zoho and Integral, which is a real estate advert syndication tool where they push your adverts out to all the top websites. That would be a custom integration that would be important. But you would look at all the other Zoho apps and see which of the apps that can work for your business for that specific function. Okay. And then this is just a little bit of a sneak peek. This is actually an email that was received by someone using the system, the CRM system, where a property client had received an email on the 24th of June in 2020, and it was an automated email that went out, and it just gave them statistics of Rondebosch Village, all right? And that property owner, completely automated, came back on the 27th of October and said, "Hey, hi, I was wondering if you could give me an estimated value on my property at Rondebosch Oaks." I've obviously blurred out all the information because of Poppy, but this is just to show you how you can really generate business by just automating emails that go out or automating communications that really build loyalty with those potential customers. And property owners don't always want to sell their property. You need to nurture them from even before they want to sell. You want to nurture that relationship so that when they do think of selling, you're the first person they contact. And this is what I'm going to show you today. All right, so let's get into the live demo. All right, so this is Zoho CRM. This is the home page that someone goes through. Let me just see if I can get sorry, I've just got one of the screens popping up here from Zoom. Okay, so this is the home page. So every time an agent or any of the users go into their home page, they'll see any events they have today. You'll see here, I've generated a evaluation presentation through the CRM, and it's actually going to use Zoho Meeting, which is Zoho's online video chat tool. It's like an alternative to the Google Chat or video chat and Zoom and many of those type of applications. But you'll see how that meeting integrates into the CRM. It just plugs in so you can generate that valuation presentation. And then you'll have any phone calls that you have, any other tasks. The system is currently actually being used, so we're just going to stay away. We're going to stick with all the demo information. All right, so first of all, I'm going to take you through the contacts module that's been built. All right, so in the contacts module of Zoho CRM, you've got a few different ways you can view. You can view your tabular view, which is like a spreadsheet. So you can have all the contacts information, and you can decide, what information you have in here. So this is actually just like your spreadsheet, where you can go in and you can click over here and you can say, okay, let me add in the person's phone number if it's been filled out. I want to maybe add in their anniversary date, things like that, the LinkedIn URL. You can click save and it will now add it to your tabular view over here. Okay. Then on the left hand side, you can filter through all your contacts. So you can go and you can say, we want the first name is seller. Sorry, I've made the names of these contacts is seller McSeller, landlord McLandlord. So just so that you know, that's why I'm searching first name seller, and then it's going to filter through all your contacts. Okay, so that's what the filter view does on the left-hand side, and you can always just cancel and clear that filter, and it will take you back to your view. You can also hide that filter section on the left. Then on the top here, you can create different custom views. So you can have loyalty contacts, and I'll show you who loyalty contacts are. You can have all your buyers. You can filter them by contact type. And so you can build all these custom views on the left here. Okay, so, and then also you've got the canvas view. The canvas view is a great feature by Zoho where you can actually edit what your information looks like. So you can come in and edit exactly what each record information is displayed with this canvas builder. So you can add lots more information in here so you can see it all in one view. Okay, so let's get into the important part. Let's click on Seller McSeller and show you how some of the automation works. So now this is, we're in the record, in the contact record information. You can use little tags over here. So you can say, they are a buyer. You can use the tags there. But what we've done in here, we've used these fields over here. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when you add a customer or a contact. So this is what it looks like. It's basically a form. It's easy to build these forms, so you can customize and you can add in things like ID number. You can encrypt it, obviously for Poppy. You can have birthdays in there. It's always good to have a life status in case one of your contacts passes away. You can change that to deceased, and they won't get the automated emails from you. You can always use also use the email opt-out over here so that they don't receive emails from you. So those are important fields to have. Email, mobile phone, You can have all the digital contact information over here. What we've built in here is we've built in an assigned agent. So you would select which agent in the company is assigned to this contact, because you want them maybe to have an automated birthday email that gets sent to the person, or a birthday call reminder for the agent. And then you can also put in a date where there's an annual contact reminder. So I've added all of these in for today, so we'll go and see if those have all popped up. I see another poll's just popped up. Okay, and then you can put in a description of the contact, and then here we have Loyalty Manager. So the Loyalty Manager was built to build loyalty with people. So it could be your sphere of influence, it could be a property owner, it could be a developer. You can add in all these little tags that you know exactly who the person is. And then you want to keep in touch with them, because you want them to think of you first when they want to buy property. So what you do is you fill out all this information. That the contact owner would be the person that gets all the reminders, and all the automated messages get sent out. And you'll select 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months that you want to keep in touch with that person. And you'll see here we said the reminders must start today. So we'll go and see what reminders have popped up. If they're a property owner, you can click yes. And then you can actually add the properties from the CRM's property module. And if it's not in here, you can add more. And you can always just go in and you can add a property in here: street name, suburb, location. And you can always just add in a property. But for demo purposes, I've just selected the property of Demo Street. Then auto emails, what I'll do is I'll show you how that works. And the auto emails was that example I showed you where it sent statistics of properties in that specific area, Rondebosch Village, and the person responded. So I'll show you how to do that. And then valuation reminder. If you say every year and you put in a date here, it's going to remind you to offer a valuation to the specific person. Okay. And then you can add them to mailing lists. And what this does is this will then put this person into Zoho Campaigns. And Zoho Campaigns is like MailChimp. It's a mass email application. And so you can basically add them to newsletters over here. Then what you can do is you can also document the person's relationship. If you know the person quite well and you get to know them quite well and you know who they're married to, you can put in this. You can also maybe see it on Facebook if you're friends with them on Facebook and they put in an anniversary. We've done this with a few people and it works extremely well with people that you know, and you have them on Facebook and you go and you can put in the date. If you're not too sure about the date, you can make it an estimated date, or you can just make it a reminder date if it's not the exact date that they got married. But for demo purposes, we put the exact date here, and then you can put the first name of the partner. We've made it landlord, and then you can also then look up the partner in the CRM. And I'll show you what happens is when you get a notification, I'll show you how you can wish them for their anniversary. Then you can put in other information, account information, if they're a supplier or a vendor. Supplier vendor is the same thing. You can put them in there. You can put in their mailing address. You can also put in their bank details if you need that. All right, so this is just the form that is built for your contacts. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. Okay, so you'll see here on the left-hand side, we've got the related lists. So the related list, I'm just going to go to the activities. So we put all those triggers in there so you can see all these different open activities. Now this one is an automation from our online chat where it says I need to follow up. There's a missed chat, and I'll take you through that now, but I'm going to click that as done. Okay. Next up, we've got birthday call loyalty. So now this is now saying that the person, seller McSeller, the date of birth is there, and that I should now call them to wish them happy birthday. So that, that's really powerful, where it reminds the agent that they need to go ahead and call that contact to wish them happy birthday. It really builds good relations. Click that done. Then they've got an anniversary here. So, and what you can do then is you can go ahead and you actually click send email. And Zoho allows you to put in email templates. And we've built email templates over here. So let's just go to the happy anniversary, and automatically it says happy times for the subject. It says, hi seller, happy anniversary to you and landlord. It will put the person's first name in there. Wishing you both all the best. Have a wonderful day. So that's just a really generic email, and it really, it's as if you clicked it, as if you typed it up right there and then. You can automate this, but for the anniversary, I would suggest you make this one a bit of a manual click and add template. You don't really want to be, if you know someone's potentially got divorced or separated, you don't want to be sending them a happy anniversary. So you want to rather not have that automated. Okay. Let's just go back here. And then once it's done, you can tick that activity as done. Then here's the keep in touch reminder. And one other thing to note is that you can have the agent, you can actually have a separate person as your loyalty manager. So let's quickly just go back here to the information. So you can select another employee to be the loyalty manager. And that's where you can also use a telecanvasser. So you can employ someone, pay them by the hour, and you can then select them over here, and they will get the reminders to send out these important keep in touch reminders or offer the person evaluation. The relationship will go to the agent, and you can customize. It's such a highly customizable solution. Okay. So then once the person's phoned, they can, if the telecanvasser clicks on the activity, they can actually go in and they can make the phone call, and then they can also make a note. Very happy, not looking to sell yet. Okay. And the telecanvasser can save that note over there, and then they can say close task completed. Okay. And the nice thing is once that task has been closed and completed, the note will show up in the notes section. So you can have a complete view of exactly all the communication with this contact. And you can see all the emails that have been sent. So you'll see the emails from your IMAP, but you can also see the email sent out of the CRM. You can see there's 2 happy birthdays. One was sent from the agent and one was sent from the contact owner. Then this is an auto email, which I'll show you now. And I'll also go through the feedback module. All right, so that is the contacts module. Just going to quickly check the time. All right. Okay, and the other thing that what Zoho CRM does is you can ask it for best time over here to contact, and it will use artificial intelligence. Let's just see. This contact hasn't been interacted with, but the more you interact with your contacts, the artificial intelligence will pick up when they read emails. It'll pick up when they answer phone calls, and it will then tell you when is the best time to contact. But it's not gonna do this because this contact was only set up just a few days ago. All right. So the nice thing is you can see all your communication in one place. You can see all the notes everyone's put in on this contact in one place, all the meetings that you've been invited to. And I'll quickly show you the meeting. The meeting is generated through the CRM, but what it does is you can select to have an online meeting. And what it does is it builds the online meeting in Zoho Meeting. So you can literally just view the invitation link over here. And when you click on that link, it will allow you copy the link. And then when it's time to have the meeting, you'll get an email reminding you. And then you can start the session like that. That's the invitation link. So that meeting hasn't been started yet. But just to show you how everything is so interconnected with the Zoho CRM. Okay, let's quickly go back to the contact. Other really, really neat features. Let's just go in here. I'm just going to go back to the contact. Another really, really neat feature is custom buttons. So you can make buttons on these different contacts over here. So you can have WhatsApp integration. So this is a WhatsApp for desktop. And the nice thing is, let's say, for instance, it's Seller Maxella's birthday. You can click Send WhatsApp. It's going to open up this little window over here. You're just going to make sure that your WhatsApp web is open. I think it's open already. I'll just close that window. That's probably why it wasn't working. Okay, so then what you do is you send WhatsApp, and you can go ahead and choose the template. You can say, you know, happy birthday, and whoever you're sending it from, regards Andrew, and you can click send. And what it will do is it will send the WhatsApp, and it will then have all the WhatsApp history at the bottom here, so you can see the WhatsApps that have been sent. Another really powerful integration, and that WhatsApp integration is, I think, just, it's an extra $2 a month, which is 30 Rand a month, and that's per organization. All your users can have access to that. You can also do WhatsApp for business, where you have one business number and all your staff can send WhatsApps out of the system, and it integrates just like that with templates. You can also do bulk WhatsApp messaging and bulk SMSing out of the system. So other things you can do is like call topics. You can actually make a little link. This is going through to Zoho Writer, which is Zoho's version of Word, which is an incredibly powerful word processor. And what we've done is we've published the Zoho Writer document with call topics, and this is call topics for your sphere of influence. So right from the CRM, your agents can access and get ideas of what to speak about. And then other buttons that are really neat is like a LinkedIn search. So it will then automatically go into LinkedIn and will search for the person's name. So over here, obviously, Seller Maxella. There is no Seller Maxella. But yeah, you get how it works. But likewise, you can do the same with Google and Facebook. You can even search for an agent's FFC as well on the EAB website. You can also do links to websites that your agents might use. You can also integrate Google Drive, although Zoho Work Drive is a really powerful integration. It's the same as Google Drive. It's just really well connected into the system. So at the bottom here, if you click on Zoho Work Drive, it actually will create a folder in Work Drive for your contact, and you can go and upload whatever information you need into that folder, and it will automatically load it into Work Drive, Zoho Work Drive. And then, yeah, you'll see everything is customer centric on the CRM. So you'll see all the information, any potential deals that are happening, where Seller Maxella is a seller. I'll take you through that now. Any close activities, any support desk tickets. So Zoho Desk is another app by Zoho, which integrates seamlessly into the CRM. You can see any support tickets that the person has now put through. Zoho CRM also, if you don't want to purchase Zoho Desk, or you don't have it included in the package deal, then you can also use, the CRM has something called cases, which is just a very basic ticketing or case management system in the CRM. And then you can relate properties. So the properties, you can assign more properties if the person owns more properties, so that you've got a view of all the properties that they own. Let's go to auto emails. Oh, one other thing is you can integrate VoIP, so a phone call system, where you can also phone, and if someone phones, you could pop up and tell you who the person is, and you can go and see the information of how you're dealing with the person. So let's really go to auto emails. So auto emails is set up like this. What you would do is you would literally just click plus. This you wouldn't have to fill out. You would just type anything in there. You would select a template of what you want to send to the person. You would select the contact name. You would say one email send now, and you would make that yes, once it actually it will automatically send in after you save it, and it will change that to sent and tell you when it was sent. And then you can keep it live if ever you can keep this auto email live, and it will go off every 3 months from the start date. Okay, you'll see that every 3 months. And if the person ever says to you, please don't send it to me, then you just go inactive and you'll stop that. But let me quickly just show you what it looks like. So if we go back into the contact and we look at all the auto emails that have been sent out of the system, we go to emails, we go to the emails that have been sent from the CRM, property sales info. Okay, and you can build these templates really nice where it goes to the person, property sales info Cape Town, and it has all the information, and then they just click on this work drive link and it will take them to a folder with a whole bunch of statistics about their area. And then it obviously asks them if you want a valuation or a value estimate. And if they click on that, it will then pop up with your email, and you can have all your company information at the bottom. So this is another really powerful. Every 3 months, your sellers, your property owners are going to get these emails. And like I showed you in the presentation, they will respond. And there's been a lot of success with this. Likewise, with the happy birthday emails, a lot of people respond to that to say thank you. And at the time that they want to sell, okay, the other thing, it's important that your email signature shows exactly what you do. You really want to make sure that people can see in your email signature and it reminds them exactly what you do each time you email them. So even the happy birthday emails, people will go back into their email when they think of selling and go, oh yeah, that person sent me a happy birthday. So you got to be really strategic as the subject lines you use the word property as much as you can, happy birthday, things like that, where people can then search for you and then respond. And we've had people that have got happy birthday emails like 3 years ago, then respond just to that email to ask to sell. So yeah, very, very, very powerful automation. Then the next thing I want to show you is feedback. So feedback to a seller. Well, let's quickly first go into the deal of the seller. Okay, so this is the seller deal. This is where you will manage all your potential business deals in the deals module. Let me show you what it looks like first. If you go in, and this is what you'll go into every day, so you can see what potential business you have. And you can filter it and have different views for tenants, buyers, sellers, and landlords. And then you'll move them down a deal stage line, which will attach a probability. Obviously, the further you get to winning the deal, the higher the probability. So when you come in here each day, all you do is you sort with the highest probability at the top, and then you work down. So you'll see this is tenant application. I know that this is important to deal with, and offer to purchase is a lot more important than dealing with this potential seller. Keep in touch. KIT, if you see that, it's keep in touch. Okay, so let's quickly go to the seller McSeller deal. All right, so this now they are at the stage of potential seller keep in touch. Then if the person's already got their property in the market, you can move them to current seller, keep in touch. And then you want to move them down the line. As soon as they say, okay, well, we're actually interested in getting a service from you or come and do a valuation, you can move them to viewing service presentation or valuation strategy presentation. Apologies for the background noise. I hope you guys can't hear it, but I think someone outside my house has decided to start cutting the grass. So you can move down the stage timeline all the way through to when you sign a sole mandate and it's a listing. So once you've moved there and you go back into your deals, you'll see that sign mandate pre-listing is high. It will be higher up on the it'll be way higher up on your list of things to focus on. Okay. All right, so let's say you've gotten to the stage of sole mandate. Now what happens is your seller is going to want feedback from you. So in your information, you will go ahead and you'll see that it will pop up. You put in all your mandate details, and then it'll ask you to put in your general feedback reminders, and you can say for 1 week, and I want you to start there. And so from that point, it will remind you every week to send feedback. And the best is to also maybe select a Friday which is the best time to send feedback. This is the 4th of December, but let's just quickly go. Yeah, so it started on a Friday. And every week you'll get that feedback. And what happens is when you get that feedback reminder, then what you want to do is you want to click over here, this feedback module, and you click plus over here, and it's going to ask you to fill out this feedback. And please all bear in mind, this is all able to be done on your mobile app. So the Zoho mobile app is incredibly powerful that you can literally show a buyer a property. When you get into your car, you select the feedback on that seller deal, and you can go and you can put in all the information. You can even select who the buyer was. So you can say, listen, okay, it was, let me show you one that's been filled out. Let's quickly go there. Okay, so this one's already been filled out. And you'll see that all you do on the mobile app is you go and fill in the information. This doesn't have to be, this is an automated field that will rename it. But you do the feedback date, what type of client is it? It'll already be from the deal, so the deal will be in there. You can put in the buyer's name, which is buyer McBuyer. All right, you can do the property listed in there. You can do the viewing stage. During the viewing, 5-star feedback rating. And in the feedback, it loves the house. They will meet with me tomorrow to sign an offer to purchase. And then your next step is to get the offer to purchase signed. Okay, and then you can put in here verbal feedback done. You can also get a reminder to give verbal feedback. But the point of this module is to give the written feedback to the seller. So you put in the seller's contact information here to send it, and then you will select yes over here. I can do this for you right now. So we go save, and automatically it's going to send an email to seller McSeller. Okay. Let's quickly just go into here. It will send it to the contact. So let's quickly go into the contact. And you go into emails from the CRM. And you'll see here's the feedback. It's just been sent right now. And it comes in a nice email template saying individual feedback report, email service provided clients with written feedback. It puts in all the information, who the agent is, the type of buyer, and then it will put in all the feedback over here. And even if you phone the person, it's best to just say, as per our conversation, and give the feedback, because when you come down to price counseling, you want to be able to say to them, listen, I've sent you feedback every Friday. The price is too high. Let's look at bringing it down. So that also helps you with your price counseling. Okay. Let me just quickly just check if we've covered. All right. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is valuations. So let's quickly go to the, we can go to the property. Oh, we can also do it from the deal. So the deal is your center of what is happening with the with that property, that potential business. Okay, this valuation already been set. Can you guys still hear me? I see I've got a little note that my internet is unstable.
Yes, we can. Andrew, it's
all
all good.
Put it in
I know it just goes up and
chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And close the chat box. Okay. Sorry, I'm sure everyone's been experiencing there's been some difficulties with internet lines.
Yeah, we love the sound effects in the background there, Andrew. It just adds to the excitement of Zoho. Some lawn cutting and everything. I know it's beyond your control, but it's your sound. Your sound.
No.
All good. All good. All good.
Shoot. Okay, Neil. Just a time check. How much more time do I have?
5 minutes to go. I want to try and keep to the schedule. And then we'll get, and then obviously you've got a second session, just so that everybody knows. But I just want to tell everybody, please stay on. I know there's a lot of detail that's over here. Not everybody gets a 2,000 voucher, 3 months, Zoho technology. I think it's a great piece of technology. I know some people said my business is too small, all this kind of stuff. We're giving it to you. It's a gift. Take it, use it. We've got to embrace technology. So I'm encouraging everybody. And then also I want to tell everybody, you've got to hang out for your CPD points. Everybody needs their CPD points. So this is really good stuff. I mean, because it's technology, it's sometimes difficult to follow. And there will be a recording for everybody as well if you need to hear the info again. I just wanted to say that. Then.
Okay, perfect. Well, this is going to excite everyone, where we can just do valuations in the CRM and then just easily merge together a valuation letter and then digitally sign it. So let's quickly go through it. So you would add your valuation. You would say the date. It's just the reason is an updated valuation. You select the property. You can have it will be linked into the deal. You can put in the formal letter of the owner. So this would be Seller McSeller Pty Limited. I'll go through this quickly. You can also do calculations in Zoho with the field. So this is going to calculate what your going concern valuation is. It's going to use the income, which is the rental, less expenses, and then divide it by a cap rate. And so you'll fill in all that information over here, and it will then automatically generate a value. Then you can also get index values and CMA values, and then you can put in your final valuation. I'm quickly going to save it so it shows you the calculation of the going concern. Okay, so automatically it'll take everything and it will then estimate the going concern valuation. It will calculate it for you. Now, to send this valuation letter, it's a real case of going to your menu, you click merge. What it is going to take this information and it's going to put it into a valuation letter, and it's going to use Zoho Writer for that. So let's quickly go here to demo valuation letter using Zoho Writer. You can use Microsoft Word. Obviously, Zoho Writer it comes part of the deal. And I think it's better than Word, but obviously I'm a bit biased. But I've used both. So click on that. It's going to open up your Zoho Writer. Another thing to note is Zoho Writer can also edit Word documents and save back to Microsoft Word documents. So there's no real limitations on that. Sorry, I seem to have internet trouble here.
Okay, well, you are coming sort of to the end of your session here, Andrew.
Yeah.
I think maybe for this time, maybe you want to explain to people how do they claim. There's been a lot of questions about claiming the voucher. Do you want to maybe just briefly explain that before you are happy?
So what I'll do is I can quickly just get the voucher code. I think what we'll do is we'll put it in the chat box. I must just get the voucher code and then the link to where they can do the voucher. One of my colleagues might also be on the call, so they might be able to put that in the chat box. So here quickly, it's just loading this valuation letter. So what happens is it will load it in Zoho Writer, and then on the left-hand side here, it will have all the little tags of where the information needs to go, the estimated value, and then it will have a little tag here where it's going to put your digital signature. And all you need to do is click merge and send for sign collection. But I'm going to quickly just preview, and it uses Zoho Sign. That's another app that Zoho has. But I'm just going to show you how it looks like when it merges. So it'll merge it together just like that quickly. Dear Seller McSeller Pty Limited, it will have the property details in, it will have the value, it'll have the exact estimated value, and then it will put in the signature when you send it to yourself. You can also send it via other signature applications, but Zoho Sign comes part of Zoho One package deal, so you don't need to pay extra for any other applications. All right, so that's pretty much it. I mean, just to mention a few other things is you can do project management through it. You can do your mandates like that as well. So you can actually put together a mandate and send it to the seller for digital signature, real quick and simple. If it's an open mandate, you can have an email template that gets sent to the seller to confirm the commission. I know a lot of agents don't confirm the commission with the homeowner, and they go and they list a property on an open mandate. They go to the seller and say, "I've got to buy," and then the seller starts telling you that they want to pay you like peanuts in commission. So it's always good to get a written confirmation of the commission, and Zoho can help you with all of that and automate it and have it in templates. You can also do your referrals through the system. Just to show you, you can also do your leases like that. You can put in all your lease information. You can do your tenant applications where it sends a tenant an online form. They fill it out, they sign it, they put all their documents in it and brings it all into your CRM. And that's using Zoho Forms, which is another Zoho app that integrates into the CRM. And then your social media or your adverts can also be integrated. It is a lot. Inspections, and you can also match people. So you can for a buyer, you can put in, or a tenant put in what they're looking for, and it will go through all your listings on the CRM and will match them and show you which listings that person might be interested in. All right, so that's pretty much the end of the live demo.
No, thank you, Andrew. That was very insightful. I know for people sometimes it's quite a lot to absorb, but I think it really can be a game changer for your business. We look forward to your second half there, Andrew.